Blog Talk Radio.
Well, it's Thursday afternoon, it's 4 o'clock p.m., and you're looking at me. Welcome to the Big Sports Lowdown. I'm Big Low, and holy smokes, do we got a show for you today. Jeez, how do you pull so many strings that you get like beautiful women that play football on the show, and hot, studly dudes that like knock people out all day on the show? Woo! We got Vicious Vincent Thompson in studio today. He'll be on in a few. We've got the beautiful women of the Everett Rain. We got a couple of them anyway. But let me tell you one thing. I got one of the Rain gals here. And she's my eye candy today. So check this out. This is the beautiful, the stunning, oh my God, my heart just skipped a beat again. This is Erica. Erica, where are you from?
I'm from Bellevue.
And what's it like being a Rain gal?
It's actually really fun. I like supporting the team, and yeah.
And if you don't know who the Rain is, the Everett Rain is a women's professional football team that started their preseason last Saturday. Unfortunately, the coaches just didn't quite have the game plan together, but the girls had their plan together. But they came out, they played, they got a little experience under their belt, and things are going to get good. Were you there cheering?
Yes, I was.
Did you get wet?
Yes, I did.
Really wet?
Not too wet.
So I told Erica that I wouldn't really put her on the spot, so I'm going to mic myself back up again, and she's just going to sit here and make me look good the whole show. So that's the way today's program rolls. This is my handsome co-host, Mr. Mark A. Miller.
Hola.
Hola.
Means hello in Spanish.
Whoa, dude.
See, I learned that from Sesame Street.
Really?
Yeah, rock on.
What'd you learn from Elmo?
That being bipolar is okay. That being bipolar is okay, I guess.
Bipolar.
Sad.
That's a scary thought.
Elmo is bipolar, man.
Thinking you's bipolar. That'd be a really scary thought.
True.
So what's new in the life of baby?
Pretty much just chilling and enjoying life. She's learning how to walk now, kind of getting to that point. So
and
that's
start getting
cool.
into things. And
yeah, that's the fun part. When they get mobile, it's when you get to chase them.
you're kind of laid back today. What's the deal?
Yeah, just one of those days.
Really?
It's a good day.
That's because you're wearing Cougars.
Exactly.
I'm wearing Huskies. You dub?
UW. Hey, we got the yin and the yang, you know.
I suppose.
Yeah, 50-50. Got to
got
support
Erica.
both. It's true.
Look at those eyes. You ever seen eyes like those?
No, I haven't.
Holy shit. Woo! I can say that. It's my show.
I'll let him flirt, and I'll just kind of sit here off to the side.
Rock My Monkey energy drink. If you haven't seen this stuff yet, start drinking it, because this dude supports local bands. Pretty cool dude. Met him a couple weeks ago down at Louis G's in Fife. And if you ever want a good pizza, go check out Louis G's, because by far one of the finest pizzas on the planet. I'm telling you. So what's going on in the world of sports? I mean, dude, we got Richard Sherman on ESPN's First Take
Skip
battling
Bayless.
against Skip Bayless and that Stephen A. Smith dork.
Stephen
Can
A.
you believe some of the questions?
Oh,
Did you
I hate
see it
those
today?
guys. I did not see today's
You should have
interview,
seen some of the questions they were asking Richard.
I have heard a lot on Facebook, some of the stuff that's been asked, and it's just like, it's ESPN, it figures. The four-letter,
Stephen A.
baby, the
Smith's
four-letter.
like, now, don't be offended by this, but if RG3 was healthy during that Redskins playoff game, would you guys have still beat them? And it's just like, hey, Stephen A. Smith, if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. Dork.
This is the same guy who yesterday was saying that the Blackhawks streak isn't that impressive. And he didn't know that the NHL was in Columbus 13 years after it's been there. It's ESPN, man. all about hype. You know, guys like LeBron, that's all they're about. It's just hyping up things and they're making news stories. That's all they want to do. They don't want to report the news. They want to make the news by saying stuff controversially, like basically tearing into players and seeing if they can get a reaction. That's all they do.
Unlike us.
We
just have fun doing a sports show, talking about sports and bringing beautiful women on.
Exactly.
Heart skipping a beat. And,
we will bash the 49ers, though, sometimes.
Will we?
Yeah, we've done that.
Have we?
We love
I guess I did
Harbaugh.
call Kaepernick Peckerneck.
That's true.
But that's okay, because he kind of is one.
He is.
I mean, you know.
He's got a Cupid doll head, yeah.
New Felix tattoo. Woo! I'm Felixing all the time now. Isn't that sick? Scotty, you are the man. Derm Effects tattoo. You thought I was talking to you, didn't you, Scott? Oh, man. I got a Scotty in the studio today, so it's like now I'm going to be like making sure I got to give him a little love. Happy birthday, Frank. My buddy Frank Steffen. It's his birthday today. I married him and his girl a few months ago, and man, out of 37 weddings, I've never had like an issue. I'm 37-0.
Exactly.
And he says, dude, the married life is kind of rough, and it's like, no, don't even say that. Well, what are you going to point out now?
You got to keep it quiet. You know, it's like pitching a perfect game. You can't be like 37-0.
Dude, I'm 37-0.
You are 37-0. But
knock on wood.
Oh, I got to give a shout out. Kyle Varnell. Feel better, man. Get out of the hospital soon.
Yeah, Kyle, what's up, dude? Why are you sick? What the heck happened to Kyle?
Oh, man, his stomach's all messed up. They actually had to put a feeding tube in him. That sucks. So, feel better, dude.
My friend Shauna, her little dog, Baxter, he's going through misery right now. They got like mass stitches down towards his little bottom end, and he's got some kind of tube coming. Sean, I hope Baxter gets better soon. That's my little dog, yo. Can I say that?
Yeah.
I was watching American Idol last night. Yep,
nice.
American Idol. Randy Jackson, dude, just cracks me up. Yo, dog. I mean, you can predict what the dude's going to say. Hey, that dude's here. It's John McClane. Look at him.
Told you he'd be here. He's
did.
always here. He's like he's the fan club, man. The fan club has to be
well,
here.
It's a good thing to have that.
Studio audience.
Amen for
he
that.
Adds to the numbers.
We got a hell of a studio audience today.
Yes,
hey, everybody make some noise. Yeah! See? That's more than 2 people.
Exactly.
I like that. Man, we're missing Gene, though.
Gino.
Gene, get off Twitter and Facebook.
Exactly.
Because I put a post out there about the show today. And what's Gene do? He likes the status.
Instantly.
It's like, Gene, come on, man.
We love Gino. Gino's always got us on.
Love him to death, man, but isn't he supposed to be working?
He can push like really quick and get away with it.
I suppose. You're all right, Gene. I don't care what Mark says about you. Oh, man. Eye candy time.
Not me.
There you go. Patty goes to Mark. Can you believe that? I think Zan's confused in the control booth.
Zan. He's another one we love, but we just, we don't know about completely. You know what I mean? Kind of like Gino.
He is from a land down under.
That's true.
Yep.
Vegemite sandwiches. Because they just smile and make those.
Vegemite. Lauren Jackson's all about that. It's like, what the hell is Vegemite?
It's something gross that you spread on toast.
It's probably actually Vegemate, but they say mite because they're from Australia.
Exactly.
Right?
Dude, I've seen that stuff. It's like something brown. It's like every vegetable you could think of ground up into a paste.
Thing, though, those little pot pies, those Aussie pies.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and Berrien.
Those are bomb.
Whew. I got a phone call coming in. It's from my buddy Christian Burgess, Jack Nut Apparel. Christian, man. What's up? Well, you're live on TV right now, pal. Well, luckily I don't have you on speakerphone, so nobody could hear that part. He sweared, everybody. Christian Burgess sweared. Dude, Merch Madness tonight at Oscars, Lower Queen Anne Hill. You should be there with all your cool Sonic shirts. Dude, I just found out, basically. Well, hey, let me call you after the show. But, jacknutapparel.com, that's where you go to get really cool shirts. While we got Christian Burgess on the line, we might as well plug it. I love you too, brother. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Peace. Where else can you watch a sports show that takes calls live? I mean, does Softy take calls live and just like BS with his buddies? Heck no. Does he give his buddies free plugs? Heck no. But I got eye candy. Erica. Woo! And they don't. Softy, you got nothing compared to her. Nothing.
You don't think Dick Fane looks that good?
Fane! That was a great song when I was a kid, though.
True.
Yeah. What else? What else is going on in the sports world?
Sacramento's full of nut bars who have tinfoil hats that think they're going to save their team.
But what if they do?
They won't.
You sure?
The thing I love is the fact that they're coming in $75 million under, and on top of that, they think they're going to control like
You think
the
there's
votes.
an over/under in Vegas on this?
We'd be 70. We'd be 3. Oh, it'd be 2-1 us easily odds.
What are you gonna do when Kevin Johnson saves the Kings and keeps them down there?
This is the way I look at it. We're going to give them $70 million, the whole league spread out between all the teams, just to move the team to Seattle. If they stay in Sacramento, they're not going to keep that money. They're not going to get that money. They're going to just the money's going to go to the Magoofs. That's
Remember
all
what
it's
I
going
said
to go.
earlier about the if thing?
The if is a big thing.
I'm
But this
scared
is
about
this is the way I look at it, though.
Every time we get the news that, here they come, no they're not. Here they come, no they're not. I'm getting tired of this crap, man.
This is the way I look at it is, if you're a rich guy, I don't care how much money you have. Somebody offers you a few $1 million just to walk into a room and say yay or nay. I mean, who's not going to take that money? I don't care. Bill Gates is not going to turn down a few extra $1 million in his pocket. It's money, It's money.
Bill Gates.
They're not going to make.
Would
They're
do
not.
that?
Hey, he loves Seattle. He'd vote for us. It's back to Sacramento has to prove something. They got a ballpark that's sitting next to Arco Arena. They poured a foundation for it. They were going to build a Major League Baseball stadium in the 80s. It's a foundation covered with trees and grass now. It's still there. Prove it, Sacramento.
Field of Dreams.
Exactly. Prove it, Sacramento. They're not gonna like go on just, we have an arena plan in place. Until that thing is operational, you can't trust that city. They are the kings of stopping, literally, pardon the pun, of stopping projects right in the middle. I mean, that city is the can-do city in a lot of ways. I mean,
can't-do city.
Exactly.
Boom.
They claim to be a can-do city, but everything ends up just falling apart in the end. I mean, they had to move the ballpark to
Will we have
Sacramento,
NBA this
West Sac.
fall?
Yes.
You promise?
Promise.
Okay, now if we don't, I get to sock you in the neck, right?
You know what? Sure thing.
Shake on it. Y'all saw it here first. That's the deal of the century right there.
That's a deal.
Seahawks 94 in the house.
That's the thing is a lot of people would love to take that deal. There's
You
a lot.
do get a lot of hatred out there.
I do, don't I?
Man,
I got a big fan club going
isn't
on.
it ironic?
It's crazy.
Isn't it the Sonics? Don't you think?
Don't you think? Like rain on your wedding day?
Oh,
Kind of
boy.
thing?
That's rough.
Exactly.
Hey, it didn't rain on Zan's wedding day. I married Zan and his girl about 2 weeks ago. That was wedding number 37. Zan, you still married? I got the ring on the finger. Oh, I got the finger.
Oh.
But it was the ring finger, so it's okay. So, why don't we take a quick break? Show the viewers a little bit who Mr. Vicious Vincent Thompson, or should I say it like this? Vicious Vincent Thompson! That's the way I got to say it a couple weeks ago. It was
He's good.
awesome.
He's good.
Ring announcer central. Let's check this video out. We're going to bring Vincent Thompson on, and we're going to leave Erica right here because that smile's priceless. Take a look.
I know that I'm going to be the next heavyweight champion of the world, man. I'm going to bring it home to Everett, man, and everybody's going to know that they got a champion in town.
There you go. There you go.
got fast hands, real fast hands. He's an intelligent kid. Intent. He's real intent. He's real intent. And he knows what he wants. That's the most important thing, you know. He knows that he wants to be heavyweight champion of the world. Dedication, desire, determination, discipline, and God. You need all 5 of those things if you want to be a world champion. You can't have 2 or 3. You need all 5. And this kid has all 5 of them.
My first pair of gloves was when I was 6 years old. You know, a boxer has at least until he's about 35. You know what I'm saying? Until he's all the way done. You know what I mean? Especially he's staying healthy. You know, he's staying on his training regimens. If I don't knock you out, I'm gonna make you look real stupid. I truly believe if a person loses, it's because he didn't train properly. He wasn't trained all the way, like to the T. He wasn't being disciplined with himself. He wasn't, you know, being on his square with his boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I see a boxer losing, or if his head wasn't in the game. My next step, it would be being signed to a contract and just getting fights, man. You know, I want to be able to fight, and I want to fight worldwide, you know what I'm saying, to where everybody knows who Vicious Vincent Thompson is.
Foreman, 231.
Yeah, I remember.
I know Vince is an amateur boxer, wanting to go pro. I know he's going to come in kind of strong, but I have the cardio to push him to the end of those 4 rounds, and I'm pretty sure it'll end in the 3rd round TKO.
You always got to show the credits. That's just kind of a mandatory thing. Just like that video was brought to you by Bleachers Pub. Is that cool or what? Big Low got a commercial on the show now. So all you folks out there that want to do a little advertising, we can put it together for you too. For just the small price of, we'll talk about it. Woo! Welcome back to the Big Sports Lowdown. Once again, I'm Big Low, co-host Mark. This beautiful woman next to me named Erica. And this refreshing young man in the studio joining us right now, the undefeated 13-0 heavyweight champion of Washington State, Vincent Thompson. What's going on, Vince?
Man, just chilling. Honored to be here.
Oh, man, we're honored to have you on. It's just like, you know, there's been so many times I was thinking, man, I wonder if we get Vince Thompson on the show. He's kind of vicious, so we were a little afraid to ask, a little hesitant, but look at this guy's smile. It's priceless, for crying out loud. I mean, a smile like that, you shouldn't be afraid to ask him for anything, except for maybe $1 million, because he'll knock you out. Vince, you've been fighting since you were 6 years old.
Yes, sir.
Well, Dad just like pull you out of Mom and say, "Get in the ring, kid."
Yeah, I mean, we just wanted to always stay active, you know, and stay away from the, you know, riff-raff, you
Right.
know. So it's been a, you know, good journey. You know, we ain't gonna stop until we complete it. you
Amen.
know. And that's to bring all the belts back to the United States, you know, because it's been a long time coming.
Right. Well, I met you at Emerald Queen Casino about better than a year ago. Man, it's almost been 2 years. And just watching you mature and stuff, watching your fights throughout the last couple years. Now I'm watching you on ESPN. I'm ring announcing for you. I mean, this is cool stuff. I mean, I never dreamed when Roy came to me and said, "Hey, will you be the ring announcer over at Little Creek Casino?" that I'd be announcing a fight for you. And that was like my biggest honor, because I remember, I don't know if you remember or not, about a year and a half ago, I said, "Vince, before I die, I want to walk you out into the ring."
Yeah, you did.
That was
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, getting to walk you out in a sense.
Yeah, it was.
It was awesome, man.
I appreciated it, man. And I liked how you said, you know, when you announced me, you said he's fighting out of everywhere.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, that was
you are.
nice.
I mean, you don't just have one specific spot where you train.
No.
And we talked about that. And how does a fighter go through that? I mean, you're trained by your pops.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys just go to some random gym and just hop in a ring and start punching dudes?
I mean, we just, you know, try to give work everywhere, you know, and other kids that's coming up, you know, in the boxing game, we try to just, you know, support the Northwest,
Right.
you know, so we can get our face out there. And there's a lot of good gyms, you know. I want to shout out to Seymour Boxing Gym, you know.
You can give anybody a plug you want to, man.
You know, Bumblebee's Gym, you know, I trained there for a, you know, certain amount of time, you know, give a shout out to Vision Quest, you know, they let us come down there and use their facility, you know, and another gym, Ring Demon, for sure.
Oh, Ring Demon, yeah.
Yeah, my buddy,
Met those
you
guys
know,
the other day.
Dolberg and them, you know, they some good people, man. We just try to, you know, spread it around to where everybody, you know, kind of gets
A piece
you
of the
know,
pie.
Yeah, you know, and I'm one of the main pieces of the pie, because a lot of guys do MMA. They need, you know, to learn their stand-up, so they appreciate me coming around and,
Nice.
you know, giving them some work, you know.
Right on, man. So, what was your, like, I don't know if you'd have a favorite fight. I mean, you know, a lot of players, like football players, basketball players, they all seem to have like a favorite play. What's been like one of your big favorite moments of boxing?
When I became the North American heavyweight champ, you know, and they crowned me the belt, you know, when I beat a guy who was just loud mouthing, and, you know, I was real humble about
You
it.
can say his name.
Yeah, John Tay Willis, you know, but he's a good guy though too.
But
you
I
know.
was there for that.
Exactly.
You knocked him into the front row.
Yeah, he was.
That was
just,
awesome.
Yeah, he was just, you know, and a lot of the hype was, you know, from their own coaches, and everybody was just amazed how I wasn't getting into the, you know, the trash talking,
Right.
and, you know, just staying humble. You know, they was going back and forth on the internet with it, and I didn't care. I was just tending to my business, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm there to do,
Right.
you know, is to handle my business, you know, and that's where I'm at today, because I handle my business. You know, when training is in, training is in. It's no time to play, you know, none of that, you know, so it was a good feeling, you
That's
know.
good. Business first. That's what it should be. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, like I said, I've watched you progress and just really admire the way you work.
Yeah.
You're positive all the time. You're not one of those big, you know, blah 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 blah. You know, I mean, there's so many people out there in the fighter world. I mean, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest. You know, everybody used to talk about how but he was more of a finesse trash talker.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And he backed up everything he said. So, Mark, I know you're chomping at the bit. You got something for him, I can tell.
What funneled you into boxing at age 6?
Man, just I always was an active kid, you know, so my dad was like, man, he's too hyper. We got to get him into boxing or some type of football. So, you know, we went there with it, and, you know, I've been running with it ever since then. Took a little break, but came back, and, you know, we came back strong, you know.
With the MMA taking off so much, have you ever been tempted to cross over, or are you just strictly boxing?
I'm strictly boxing, you know.
Excellent.
I don't knock the MMA world, but, you know, I just want to bring boxing back. And the heavyweight
Exactly.
game is wide open. And, you know, there's not a lot of fighters that, you know, has me where I'm spectacularly like, oh, man, he's just great. You know, like everybody's trying to use that tall game and, you know, think that they're going to keep you back with their tall reach. But, you know, the average heavyweight, you know, is what I was taught even by best, you know, coaches. They said, you know, an average good seasoned heavyweight is about 6'1", 6'2", you know, and I sit on 6'1.5". So, you know, I'm ready for, you know, whoever, man.
Right on. What, when it comes to boxing, what is it like relating to the other guys that you're boxing against? Are you kind of friends with any of them, like out of the ring, or are you like pretty much just all business all the time when it comes to
you know,
opponents?
of course we keep it very professional. You know, we don't never like, you know, well, me, you know, I don't be on that, you know, rah-rah, and you know, all that, you know. I mean, if you're ready to fight me, ready to step it up, just know that you're not stepping up against any old guy. Or, you know, don't try to step into the limelight and think that, you know, you're going to knock me off of my, you know, horse, because, you know, this horse is strong and, you know, I'm coming in hard, man, you know, and you got to really knock me out or you just got to beat me on points. A lot of my fights been won unanimously, or, you know, I had a couple of stoppages, but there's been a few fights where the refs should have just dropped it, you know, and let it end, but, you know, they wanted to show action, you know, for the simple fact of me being a main event fighter. So a lot of refs want to see that go on, you know, and see a boxer at his, you know, best as far as his condition and everything like that. So, you know, I don't knock the game. You know, I just love to box, man. And, you know at the end of the day, I'm going to come out with a victorious win, you know.
Excellent.
He's not just a horse, you know. He's the Clydesdale. Oh, man. So, you know, it was really funny because I'm an old dude now, okay? But I've watched boxing for years and years and years. I'd never sat front row until I started doing the EQC thing at Emerald Queen. And so sitting ringside, front row, right there where the sweat gets knocked into your face and the spit bucket, you know, you get that occasional overflow. And it's like, I never watched the boxing that close. You'd see it on TV and you'd hear the doof, doof, doof. I didn't know it was you doing it. I thought it was the gloves, the sound of the gloves going poof, poof. But it's you guys actually poof, poof. Where's that come from? Who started that crap? Man. I mean, it's something else because something you don't expect as a fan to realize, whoa, wait a minute, that dude's making the voice or the sound himself.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
It's really like when you hear people do that, we're breathing and we're working on our breathing so we won't really, you know, tire ourselves out. You know, there's a certain way you throw punches and you do that little noise, you know, but it's not like we're trying to mimic people. It's you're trying to stay on your breathing patterns, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So, you know, it's just like a rhythm, you know, like
I've always wondered because, you know, once I finally heard that it's you making that doof, doof, I was like, what the heck? So now at least I know what it's all about. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to watch the Bruce Lee movies. You know, he'd do that, you know, and all that, you know, gyration crap, you know, and it's like, what in the heck is dude doing?
He's in the zone.
He's in the zone, and now I know. Thank God I had Vince on the show. Damn, what was I waiting for? Holy smokes.
Where are you going to be in 5 years?
Man, 5 years, I'm going to be the heavyweight champ of the world.
Woo!
And I don't want just one belt, I want all of them. You know, I want to be like Mike Tyson. I want to go and take every single belt from a champ. That's a true champion. Not somebody that's just settled down and, you know, that just wants one belt. You know what I'm saying? You want to be known as the ultimate champion. And I think a lot of people, you know, take the credit away from Tyson because, you know, at one point he was the undisputed man. Boy. He was the only man who had all the belts. You
Never will forget Buster Douglas when he knocked him out.
Just and that was a great a great fight, you know, and I give him major respect for that. Douglas, he did his thing. Tyson wasn't on his game, and you know he got knocked off, you know, so.
It was one of the biggest sports stories that year. I mean, it was the most shocking thing you'd ever hear that who's Buster Douglas? You
Exactly.
know?
Yeah. You ever seen a story on Tyson? He had something on demand, and he just told tell-out true story. And he said he was just over there doing bad business. He wasn't on his square. He wasn't.
He expected to win.
Exactly, and he underestimated him.
Mm-hmm.
You can't never underestimate anybody you stand in front of. I don't care. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, that guy you're fighting, he's a bum." But hey, man, the bum can still hit you one time.
Just one punch.
And it can end the
out.
fight. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad always tells me, like when you get in there and you're boxing, and every time the ref comes in and break you apart, that's a new fight. Because he's going to come with a new, different tactic. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy I fought.
noticed that with Giovanni.
Yeah, when I fought him, you know, I came good like the first round. I was trying to knock him out, just get him out of there. You know, please my fans, let them know, hey, man, I got punching power and, you know, I can dig to the body now. I can come upstairs also. You know, and the ref, everybody knows that the ref waved it off, but then he's get over there and gave him a standing 8 count.
Right.
He's an amateur ref, so, you know, we ain't going to bash him like that. But at the end of the day, the guy was done. I watched him. I'm looking at him slide on the ropes. He only needed 1 or 2 more hits.
One eye was out here, one eye was up here.
Exactly. In the professional field, you're to let the guy drop on one knee at least. You're not supposed to give him a standing 8 count. It just don't work like that. You know, but it is what it is. You know, the guy fought tough. I never talked bad about him. I was like, hey, he made me adjust and just do a lot of counter punching. And, you know, and he kind of gassed me, you know, because I came out hard the first round. And the kid just kept coming, you know, and I gave him major respect. And, you know, and I just was surprised and shocked, you know, how he just kept coming.
I had the matchmaker in my ear the whole time going, what are you doing? Vince, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Vince, what are you doing? It's like, shut up, I'm watching a fight. You know, it's like, man, come on, Whit.
Yeah.
Oh, man, but, you know, in the end, unanimous decision once again.
Exactly. Yeah.
13-0, still undefeated, heavyweight champion of the state.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
So growing up, was there ever a time where, like, you know, maybe somebody came to you and said, Vincent, you know, I know you're a fighter. This guy's bullying me. Did you ever, like, back anybody up and, you know, knock somebody out that deserved it?
I mean, of course you run into them situations, you know, and you look out for people, but with your hands being registered as they are now, I can't do that, you know what I'm saying? But in those days, yeah, I looked out for people, you know, and they're like, hey, man, you know, and it was crazy because I would always fight guys way bigger than me, so I wasn't never afraid of the big guys, you know. My mom always told me bigger they are, the harder they fall, so, you know, I wasn't never afraid of the big guys, never, you know. And I'm not going to pick on you, Lo, just
I was always
you're
the
big
big guy, man, and I was the one that everybody was coming to saying, dude, this dude's bullying me. Can you help me out? It's like, hell yeah, man. So, you know, I'd go and I'd put a little fear into the guy. It's just like, man, I got tired of that crud, you know, and then being the bouncer from age 19 to, you know, 30-something, it's just, it got old. It just got old. I mean, I worked in clubs where, you know, the girls were doing their thing, and it's just like, you know, oftentimes dudes disrespect him, and I got tired of that crud. So it's just like, you know, you disrespect a woman in front of me, dude, that's one of your strikes, you know. Don't ever call me fat, don't ever make me run, and don't ever disrespect a woman in front of me because I will have your butt, you know. That's how I was. So I thought, you know, I got to ask Vince this because, you know, I mean, you wonder, you know, growing up, were you ever picked on by anybody, and, you know, did you ever want to just like knock them the heck out, you know? So it's one of those things that crosses the mind of a fan.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it.
So you got May 18th coming up.
Yeah, May 18th at the Little Creek Casino again.
All right, I think.
You was promoting that. You was promoting that.
Oh, I'll be promoting.
And you can still promote it, but I'll promote it too.
Excellent.
Whoever gets their tickets now, it'll be $5 off.
Woo! Save your money.
You know.
Go to the littlecreek.com, littlecreekcasino.com.
Yes, sir.
It is. Just Google it. It's easier. Google Little Creek Casino. Get yourself some tickets. Tell them either Vince or Big Lo sent you. Save a few bucks. Ringside, $60. Are you kidding me? That's a pretty dang good deal. So, you know. Let me take the mic off here for a second. Erica, you like boxing?
Yes, I actually do.
What are you doing May 18th?
I don't know.
Well, hopefully. Oh, wait. You guys got a game, don't you? Oh my gosh, the Rain have a game, so unfortunately, I'm not gonna get her to come out and watch me be the ring announcer or Vince fight. So but this Erica, she's the eye candy for the day. Erica, with a K. K. Am I doing that right? Vince, man, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, buddy. I know you're a busy guy, you got things to do, but we could spend all day talking to you. So we'll probably get you back in the studio before the fight on the 18th and talk a little bit about, your preparation for it and whatnot. And I'm sure Mark will come up with a million more questions because Mark is my questions guy.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
So appreciate you coming in. We're going to take a quick little break, show you a little big low, or some kind of something that Zan's got worked up in the old control room there. But check out this video. We're going to swap a couple people out here and bring on a couple ladies of the Everett Rain and talk to them about their upcoming big season. It's getting ready to start. Their preseason just started, but there's more in store. So take a look at this little clip, and we'll be right back. Thanks, Vince.
Yep, thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Gabriel Hebro. Hey, this is Gary Payton. Hello, this is Detlef Schrempf.
This is Steph McKagan.
This is Marcus Trufant of the Seattle Seahawks. This is Randy Myers, one of the original Nasty Boys.
Hi, Alan White from Yes.
Hey, here we are, Captain Keith, man. This is Gus Lear.
Hi, I'm Kimberly. I'm Jolie. And I'm Amanda. And we're the Washington Jaegerets.
Jesse Jones.
Hey, this is Brent Berry.
Hi, I'm Tessa. And I'm Bianca.
This is Dan Overmarning. Hi, this is Golden Tate with the Seattle Seahawks.
This is Steve Hauschka. Hey, this is Max Unger with the Seahawks.
Hi, we're the Jaegerettes.
Hey everybody, it's Norris Frederick, your Olympic hopeful for 2012.
Hey, this is Dane Looker. I'm Bryce Fisher. Isaiah Thomas, Clay Thompson, Max Strong.
Slick Watts. It's your boy, Big Play Babs.
This is Harrison Bevins. This is Brandon Hempelman.
Hey, this is Sue Bird. Hi, I'm Cam Warner, Seattle Miss. I'm Jessica, and I'm Laura.
And guess what you tuned into?
You watching Seattle Sports Lowdown, my man.
Big Low. Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
The Seattle Sports Lowdown with Big Low. With Big Low.
With Big Low.
Big Low.
With Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
With Big Low.
With Big Low.
Big Low.
With Big Low.
With Big Low.
With Big Low. Woo!
With Big Low. Got it. Peace.
There you go. You got a little Bleachers Pub action one more time. I'm probably going to make you guys a little tired of Bleachers Pub, but you know what? If you go check it out, they've got the best March Madness happening in all of Washington State. I guarantee it. Shane's got about 100 TVs in there. Every game's playing. I don't think I've ever had more fun during March Madness, but I don't think I've had as much fun as I'm having today. I got eye candy, and more eye candy. Welcome, Kathleen, right?
Cat.
Kat. Oh,
Please.
My bad. Kat.
It's okay.
Autry.
Yes.
In relation to Gene?
Don't ask.
Dang it. I wanted to ask. And Miss Tammy Taz Johnson. You may have seen Tammy on this show before, but that time as a boxer. You're still a boxer.
Still a boxer.
You had a big bout about a week and a half ago.
Yep. Same card as Vincent.
Personally, I think you had her.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You had her.
I think so too, but you know.
And that girl, she was just this, and this.
Yeah.
It's like you're not a poo talker.
Never.
But boy, she sure was.
Yeah, I'm like Vincent. I just do my work.
Amen for
that. I don't need to talk about it.
Football, the Everett Rain. Let's talk.
Right on.
Kat?
Yeah.
Wide receiver?
Wide receiver, yeah.
You got good hands?
Decent hands, according to a lot of females.
All right. Oh, she went there. It was kind of like last week's show. We had a whole lot of went there. That was really, really weird. So, what inspires... Tammy, let me ask you first. Miss Boxer, what inspires you to play football?
I want to do everything that people say I can't do.
All right. So what if I say you can?
I'll do it too.
All right.
I say thanks for the support, because I'm going to do it anyway.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you guys having fun?
Oh, yeah.
Loads of fun.
So the coaches, take us through practice. What are they putting you through? I mean, I got lots of friends that are on the Seattle Mist. We've had the Mist in several times. And Coach Chris Michelson from the Mist is a destroyer. I mean, this dude should have been he should have been like a commando leader or something. I mean, he drops the F-bombs on these girls, and you're a piece of beep, and beep, beep, beep. And is your coaches like that?
We get yelled at, we get chewed at, but no F-bombs. I think we're the ones that drop the F-bombs.
Yeah, we've actually been told to refrain, but not me. I don't talk during practice, but at least I've been told.
So take us through a day of practice, Kat.
Basically, we get on there, we do a lot of stretching, endurance. Charles really tries to get us to move our feet, move our muscles, get us loosened up, because once we get divided into our groups and our coaches get a hold of us, that's game over.
Right.
We're hitting, we're yelling, we're screaming, we're over repetition over and over and over again until we get right, or till they think we've got it right.
How many girls on the team?
30,
Sorry to put you on the
30,
spot
40
there.
plus.
30, 40, just...
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We had
Wow.
a good turnout.
I mean, I've coached youth football and high school football level, and had teams where I had like 15, 16 kids on the team, and it's just like, to think there's that many girls coming out for you guys are considered pro.
Yeah. Yep.
And so, I mean, for a pro team, that's kind of normal, you know? I mean, to have that many players, so.
I think it's the forbidden fruit. Football's always been a man-dominant sport, and now we can get into it.
I am so pro-women. I don't understand why closed-minded people or closed-minded men, male chauvinist dipsticks, why can't a woman play the same game? I mean, I've loved the Seattle Storm for years and years and years. I was one of their biggest supporters when they first started, 10 years into the dang thing. And still love that team, love watching the girls play, because they play from right here. You know, it's the love of the game. It's not about the almighty dollar. And I'm sure y'all ain't getting paid a whole lot.
Not right now.
Okay. And so here it is, it's the love of the game.
Yeah.
So that's why I admire the women in sports, because they're not making that big almighty dollar like the dickhead dudes, you know. Sorry guys, but that's where I'm at. I don't understand why y'all make so much and you're jerks. There's a lot of players out there that just are just that, you know. I've got a lot of players in the NFL that are buddies of mine, NBA, MLS. You see these guys and you wonder why they treat people the way they do when they're making all that money. I mean, why can't you sign an autograph right now? I've seen dudes, you know, not right now. Why not? It takes you, what, that long? So I admire what you girls do, and, you know, I mean, it makes people wonder why you play the game. But I know why, because you got hearts. You want to play. You want to prove people wrong. So, Tammy, what's been your favorite experience so far?
Man, getting hit and putting on hits.
Nice. You know, I can imagine that from you being a boxer. you don't mind taking the hits, but you know, what inspires you to, like, you know, just want to hit people all the time? Is Scott that mean?
No.
Sorry, Scotty.
If anybody's met Scotty, they know why I have to hit things, but no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, love you. No, it's just, it's not so much, you know, I'm not trying to be violent and hit people and stuff, but, you know, to get in the action and, you know, cause some damage, run for some touchdowns, whatever, you know. I just like being active, period. And I like doing extreme things, you know. I don't want to do the easy stuff. You know, boxing, extreme. Football, I've always wanted to play football. You know, even as a kid, I had drew on my T-shirt and put socks in my shoulders and threw the ball to myself and dove into pillows. Like,
nice.
I just always.
We all did that. I mean, even
yeah.
the guys. You know, we had to do that.
Yeah, and you know, playing touch football in the street and getting pushed out of bounds into cement. You know, it's just what I've always liked. So being able to do it on the field like a real football player, you know, and being a real football player, it's nothing better than that.
What'd you do to your elbow?
Yeah, but you know, and that's just the tomboy in me. On top of that, you know, I just like doing all the stuff the guys do. I mean, when I was a kid, that's all I got was, "You're a girl, you're not supposed to do that." Well, watch me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Kat, what's your favorite part of like a day at practice?
The interaction, definitely. The girls just make everything a lot easier. I've always watched football, been a huge football fan, loved it from day one. Never understood how the game was played, and so when I got recruited to come up and try out, I was like, I'd like to learn something. And let me tell you, these girls have taught me a lot. And my son plays football, so it was kind of one of those, okay, I watched you, now you can watch Mom, and he roots on the sidelines. I get home, he tells me, you know, you should have juked, you should have done this, or you could do this, or you could do that, or hey, let's run some moves in the backyard. He's always there on my side.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
so
great.
it's just the whole commitment of the team and who wants to be there and to show everybody that, hey, guess what? We took a bite of the forbidden fruit.
Heck
Here we
yeah.
are.
Right on. So, have you ever watched the Seattle Mist?
No.
Okay. Here's my goal. I want to get the Mist girls to your games. I want to get you girls to the Mist games because you'll be absolutely shocked. I mean, these girls, yeah, they call it lingerie football, but they changed the name now. It's the Legends Football League because they didn't want that stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
But they play in like, you know, sports bra and bikini shorts kind of thing. You know, not bikini shorts. I don't know what you call them, boy shorts. And they hit. I mean, seeing some of the hits they put on, I'm so looking forward to coming up and watch y'all play because I want to see that same thing. And, you know, I've seen the Majestics play, and just watching them play, I'm thinking, wow, if Everett's got anything like, you know, the Majestics team, we're going to have some good battles here coming up. So you got a game coming up like the 16th?
16th, yeah.
Is that in Everett or?
It's at Monroe High School.
Monroe High School.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who you playing?
Utah.
Utah?
Yeah.
So you guys get around.
Yeah.
What's the travel schedule like? My bad. What is the travel schedule like?
We play in Portland. We play Utah. I think we have 4 home games in our regular season, and then we go on the road. I don't know how many games we go on the road. I don't have our schedule memorized, but yeah, we get around. Like I said, there's how many Portland teams?
I guess I could look at this real quick, couldn't I?
Yeah. We go down to Tacoma. We go down to Portland, Seattle, Utah. We go to Utah.
Tacoma Trauma?
Yeah.
Save the drama for your mama, Trauma. Come on now. That's kind of goofy.
Oh, I don't know. They may play near a hospital, which will come in handy.
There you go.
So Portland Shockwave, Portland Raiders. Can you be more original? Wow. Very, very interesting. And the Portland Phillies? They got 3 teams down there? Holy lightning.
Yeah, we got a big division, so.
Oh, great. Am I supposed to say that?
What?
About the brothers copying T-shirt ideas?
Oh, yeah.
You guys know the inside joke on that, so don't panic.
Anyone who watched the show knows what that's about.
Oh boy, we had a little incident with one of the NFL guys copying a T-shirt, but not the NFL guy. It's his brother, and long story, big drama. So it's the whole drama. There's a lot to it.
For your mama. Yeah.
Amen. So I suppose the coaches chewed your butts after the game the other day.
Well, halftime. And then, yeah, we're getting an earful.
What was the score at halftime?
28-0.
But we held them.
But you held
to
them
no
scoreless
score.
in the second half.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Because we didn't play like ourselves.
Yeah.
The first half. But
Who
we
did
were
you play
nervous.
like? Minnie Mouse? Mickey
Well,
Mouse?
you know, a lot of us are rookies, so the nerves probably got to us.
Right.
and
it was your first game.
Things that we were expected to do that we do in practice, we didn't execute the way we should have. But, you know, that's going to make us stronger. We're going to learn from that experience and come out twice as strong against Utah.
Yeah,
nice.
Feet are wet, jitters are over.
Yeah, now we know what to expect.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of hard when you're hitting teammates in practice.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, those are your teammates on the other
You're not
side of the
going full
line.
strength.
You don't want to go full strength. But on the other side of that, it hurt us because when we got hit, we're like, whoa, is that what that is? And, you know, even I got knocked on my rear end a couple of times, embarrassingly. And, yeah, it kind of got in my head.
So what position are you playing?
I'm kind of moving around. I'm backup quarterback, which very brave decision to make as a rookie. It's coming to be pretty hard to do, but, you know, I want to help out. And I'm a linebacker on defense.
So you guys had a quarterback that played for the Majestics, correct?
Oh, yeah, that's other season. That's prior to where we are now.
Right.
Now our quarterback is...
Who's QBing for you now?
That's
Marika.
Yep.
But wasn't it...
She came from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So she's a veteran.
But you had... I can't think of her name. Brain fart. She played for the Majestics a couple years ago. And I just can't figure out her name. But she tried out for the Mist, and she was going to play for the Mist. And then all of a sudden, apparently, she didn't want to wear what the girls do, so she decided she wasn't going to play. Well, then I heard that she was playing for you guys, but then she left. So it's like I got all kinds of confused on who the heck your quarterback was, and it's like, wait a minute here.
Yeah, I don't know the whole story
that
on the
name
quarterback
totally looks
situation.
different. So
yeah,
we kind of leave that up to the coaches to deal with.
So who is the coaching staff?
We got Bill Russo, who's the main coach. You got Dave, who does a lot of defensive lineman stuff, and then Will comes out for us running backs, defensive backs, who I appreciate because at the beginning, with not knowing the whole aspect of the game and what goes behind the scenes of learning to play football, Will actually takes the time. If you say, hey, can you stop for a second and explain this to me? He actually takes the time without you feeling
That's
like...
a good coach. Like your student
like
in
you're
class.
stupid.
And you're
exactly.
Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and a lot of the coaches will take that time to do that. You just, it's how you feel in retribute of how they're talking to you type deal.
They don't talk down to you?
Coach Ryan.
Coach Joe.
That's good.
Yeah,
Coach
Joe.
Tony is helping me out, learning some quarterback stuff that we don't have time to do at practice. I do a lot of off-time practice and drills, and because
it's quite a transformation from throwing punches to
actually it's working out though.
shoulder.
There's a lot of aspects of boxing that go into quarterbacking, so my throw is pretty good.
Nice.
So yeah.
Right on. So somebody wants tickets to the game. Where do they go?
EverettRain.com. It's right
Okay.
there on the website. Go to the shop, drop down, shows you where the tickets are.
Awesome.
You can pick your favorite player, so they get credit for the ticket sale. So
Nice.
yeah, it kind of helps us out because we have ticket quotas and stuff like that. So
Great.
trying to get more people out to come
I've seen
see
that
us.
somewhere before.
Yeah, we had great turnout for our preseason game. It was pretty great, which, we're hoping we can get even more people out there to see what we're doing. And it's real stuff. It's serious, and
I wish they would have checked with the Sounders on their schedule because I'm a Sounders season ticket holder.
We found that out.
There's a game. It's like, come on now,
Yeah, it's tough with all the sports going on, but
I'm definitely going to make it to a couple games this year.
Right on.
I got to see what the rain is all about.
We'll
Well, thanks, girls, for coming on the show. Appreciate it so much.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
Got to do the old thank yous now because it's that time of the day. First, I got to thank my eye candy, Miss Erica. Thanks, Erica. You're all right.
Thank you.
Thank the guests, Vincent Thompson, for coming on the show, Tammy and Kat from the Everett Rain. Thanks to Shane Topol at Bleachers Pub in Greenwood. You've seen the commercials. If you want one, we can do it. Christian and Noah at Jacknet Apparel, Rick Burgess at Coastline Signs, Charlie and Alex at ShockingGoat.com. Those dudes are awesome, and they got a new watch out, the Seattle Mist. Hopefully they'll do an Everett Rain one next. What the heck, guys? Come on, get on it. Ty at Homer's Apparel, Jeremy Bryan at Rain City Catering, Rod, Scotty, Cody, and Chantel at Dermafex Tattoo. Yeah, baby, I'm Felixing all the time. Zan and Corinne in the control room, thanks for doing what you do. I love you guys a whole bunch. ASI Global Media, Alan McElroy, you're the king. Hey, this is Big Low, and I'm reminding you, and you to have a sports fantastic day. See ya!